If you know the song, sing along. Hit it.
It's the Carolina Cook, the Carolina Cook, and the liners, rock and roll to the roll of rock. Say I'm cooking in the kitchen and just don't stop. Rock and roll to the roll of rock. Said I'm cooking in the kitchen and just don't stop. Cooking is my specialty. Getting dirty in the kitchen like ODB. Turning these groceries into delicacies. The Carolina Cook got the recipe. The Carolina Cook got the recipe. The Carolina Cook got the recipes.
What's up, everybody? Chef Anthony Albritton here, the Carolina Cook, cooking, tasting, and eating the Carolinas. All right. When it comes to my seafood, the recipe to my seafood boil is pretty much top secret. Can't give that out. So I made a change to my seasoning tonight because I've been trying to I was trying to perfect my seafood boil recipe. All right, and I think tonight that I have finally perfected it. So this is a special episode because I have finally perfected my seafood boil recipe. It's perfected now. I don't have to do anything else to it, okay? All right, I'm a little tired, a little sleepy here because I didn't intend on even doing a video on this because this was for myself. But in this episode, I'm pretty much cooking up
Steamed shrimp and lobster with the secret seafood seasoning blend that makes the butter better.
All right. So yeah, come with me and somewhat see how it's done. You'll see how it's done, but I'm not letting you in on my seasoning, but I'll let you in on the process. Okay. Bought myself a nice pot, steamer, and everything today that you can boil and steam your seafood in and all of that. So I put that to use tonight. So that's my first time on that. All right, now let me wash up my chef tools so we can get started. My chef tools are what? These two hands. You won't find these in any store. Y'all, the mosquitoes be tripping out here. Got my mosquito screen up. You know how that go. We out here in the country. Here's an interesting fact that you should know. It's only female mosquitoes that bite. Male mosquitoes don't bite. Yep, female mosquitoes are really thirsty. So yeah, gotta have the screen up. All right, so I got my special seasoning blend here. And I got some spiny lobster tails here, 2 of them. And some shrimp. All right, now I'm washing my shrimp and lobster off. And in the process of washing them off, it's also thawing them out. I want to get this lobster tail thawed enough for me to pretty much split the shell down the middle and pull the meat out. Some people leave the tail as is, and it tends to curl up when you boil it or cook it. Then some people split the tail down the middle, as in split it in half. I'd rather just pull the meat out, sit it on top of the tail, and cook it that way. All right, let me show y'all my sink setup real quick. I have it hooked to like a lawnmower battery. My water pump, I did this myself. It's a mobile kitchen. So the plumbing and everything is ran by battery. I think that's pretty neat, so I decided to show y'all that. All right, I'm going to start here by prepping these lobster tails. I have a pretty big hand, so if this lobster can fit in my hand like this, then, you know, it's pretty adequate. You see that? That's plenty of meat to go around right there. That's a nice portion of lobster meat right there. It'll do. All right, I'm going to cook these by steaming them in a bag of my seafood seasoning and butter. So let's start by preparing this pot, bringing this water to a rolling boil, and adding the steam basket to it. All right, y'all, we're ready. So let's go ahead and get this lobster and the shrimp seasoned up with my seafood seasoning blend. It took me over a year to perfect this mixture, y'all. So hear me when I say, and believe me when I say, that this is a top tier seasoning blend for seafood. And I will put my seafood blend up against any seafood seasoning in South Carolina. That's how good I believe it is. And that's based off the reactions of those who have tasted it. And that's not bragging, that's just me standing behind my product. Now let's get ready to melt some butter and add this seasoning to some butter as well. All right, now I'm adding 1 stick of butter to my skillet. Now, I'm going to add a heapful helping of my secret seafood seasoning blend to this butter. Now, the only other ingredient I can tell y'all that I added to this butter and this seasoning is some garlic. It's one secret ingredient that I cannot tell y'all. And what this garlic and this other ingredient does is pretty much add a boost of flavor to my seafood seasoning mix and takes it to another level. All right, let's take a few seconds to talk about this sauce right here. As you can see, it looks very flavorful. All right, you can see the colors in there and you can see the thickness of the sauce. And that lets you know that it will coat the shrimp and the lobster really nicely. This is a flavorful sauce, y'all. This is my signature secret recipe that takes my seafood dishes over the top. It's good on fish and every type of seafood. And I use this on my shrimp and grits recipe, which gives my shrimp and grits recipe a one-of-a-kind, unique flavor. Shrimp and grits is one of my signature dishes. All right, with all that being said, I'm going to remove it from the heat and just put it on reserve until I'm ready to pour it into the bag with the seafood and begin the steaming process. Every chef probably has their own little secret recipe, secret sauce. This is mine right here. All right, y'all, it's time for some action. This pot is steaming. It is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get this seafood in there. All right, now I got some oven bags here, turkey size, but we're not stuffing any turkeys in this bag. We're going to stuff this seafood in there. So let me begin stuffing my lobster tails and shrimp into this bag. This bag is pretty big, so it could carry a pretty hefty load of seafood. So we're gonna stuff this bag with these lobster tails and shrimp as if we're doing a smash and grab at a jewelry store. No, I'm not a robber and I don't condone that type of activity. I'm just saying what we stuff in this bag like. All right, let's get these valuables in this bag and make a dash to the steam pot. But wait. Before we do that, we're going to add our butter mixture with the seafood seasoning to the bag. Then we're going to roll everything around in that bag, get everything saturated before we go over to the steam pot. All right, but before I do that, I'm going to tie a nice knot into the bag. All right, and once I put this in the steam pot, I'm going to let it steam for about 20 minutes. Let's close the casket on it and walk away. All right, y'all, everything is done. Now, this next step requires a moment of silence. So, shh, just watch. And there you have it, y'all. Spiny lobster tail with shrimp in my secret seafood seasoning butter sauce. Behold, just look at the flavors. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that succulent? Isn't that savory? Just look at the thickness on that sauce and the way that that sauce coats everything. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Y'all, I'm extremely sleepy, but we're gonna get into tasting this. As you can see here, it really saturated those flavors really well. So let's get a taste here. Give me a slapping sound, please. All right. And let's get on this shrimp. Here we go. Shrimp melts like butter in your mouth. It's my first time doing a steamed seafood boil, like I said, in a bag. And man, can't beat it. You can't beat it. Look at how that lobster tail got saturated, man. I know I said I was tired, man, but this will wake you up. Who needs coffee when you got food that tastes like this? I'm gonna give y'all one more look at this sauce before I get out of here. Just remember, if you're not this is the best sea cockroach I ever tasted.
Liketh, shareth thou the love, and subscribeth unto my channel, and smiteth that notification button. Thank ya.